Flosstube, welcome back. Thanks for joining Stitch with Mel. I am Melissa, and I'm glad to be back after, a couple of weeks break. Promised you guys I would be here for Christmas, didn't happen. Life happens, but it is a joy to be with you the first few days of the new year. I'm excited for all the things to come. I have been watching Flosstube like crazy, watching everybody's goals, their new Whip Go stuff. Whip Go's just not happening for me. I can't get it together. Watching all of their new starts, doing all of the things. It's just so exciting. This is an exciting world to live in right now, especially in Flosstube land, because you guys are sharing, I'm sharing, and we all get to see the progress for each other. So it's gonna be a really long video. Not gonna lie, I don't know how long it's gonna be. I have all of my whips. That counter is completely empty. It's all sitting here. So I have all of that to show you, just because I want to show you what I do plan to hit up this year. I have a lot that I plan to finish this year. Hopefully it happens. And yeah, it's just gonna be a fun time. You guys who have been with me know that I have no particular order. I do not keep things in any kind of certain order. Everything's a surprise for you as well as me as to what I'm going to do. So sorry. I would love to say that I'm getting my life together and organized, and I'm certainly trying, but an order in my Flosstube is not one of those things. It's really it's not a mountain I'm gonna die on. It's just not. I do have, I don't know if you've seen it, I do have stitch notes. The page is empty. I have my quote ready. I have a few notes for what I want to just talk about, share, and then it's a free game. So here we go. So Christmas came and went. That's all we're gonna say about that. No, I don't remember anything from last year, sadly. My brain, just that's the way that it chose to heal, and it has blocked out memories. So I was looking forward to 2021 being amazing, Christmas season, got all the things decorated. Decorations didn't work out as planned, but it was nice, And come Christmas Eve, I started having plumbing issues. Actually probably the night before, but I had to work Christmas Eve, so there was no healing the plumbing issues. We poured the drain cleaner stuff in the sink. We did the baking soda and vinegar in the toilets. It was apparently some kind of main blockage. The reason that I knew about it was because I was washing Erica's laundry the night before New Year's or Christmas Eve, and loud gurgling sound in my kitchen, and I was like, that's not good. So went to Google, because it's late, did all the Google things, called my dad the next day, told him about it. He tells me what to do. Of course, I'm at work, and Walmart was closing before I got off work, so I asked Mom to pick up the chemicals, took care of that after work, worked on it all night. Didn't happen. Come Christmas morning, my house was chemically smelling, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to host my family. So my kids decided a Wednesday, because my daughter works the shift that I'm off, she's on. And so we knew that she was going to be working for Christmas, my middle daughter. So the youngest goes ahead and plans an entire Christmas event for Wednesday. I've never done Christmas not on Christmas. But I was like, hey, let's do it, go for it, and we'll get it done. And so the kids all came over, parents came over, grandma came over, my uncle came over, my aunt wasn't feeling good, and we did their Christmas. Excuse me. Also fighting this 40-degree temperatures in Arkansas changing. 2 days ago it was 68. Yesterday it was 28. Today it's still 28. It's trying to get up to 31. Anyway, so we did Christmas on Wednesday, made them some spaghetti, did all the things, and that was fun. So when I woke up Christmas morning, I was like, why do I have to be awake early? I don't. I was like, oh yeah, you're hosting everybody. So I got up And I needed to set up my big table, you know, get everything decorated. And come about 9:45, I was like, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I sat down in my recliner, staring at my tree, had a little breakdown. Baby girl woke up, you know, she's like, hey, what's going on? And I was like, nothing, I'm just, you know, having a moment, I'll be okay. And called my mom, said, hey, is the house clean? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, cool, coming over, bringing all the stuff, moving the party to your house. So I texted everybody that was driving in, please come, you know, I know things have been changed, but, you know, and they were already on the road, so it's fine. Uncle Gary came over, helped me move the table, get all the stuff set up over at their house, got their house all ready for it, came home, made the food, took the food to their house. Mom was running behind. All I'm going to say about that, went in to visit Grandma in her room there. Grandma has two houses. She has my parents' house and then my aunt and uncle's house. And so she was staying over at my parents' house. And so I went in her room to visit with her and Erica and fell asleep. 2 hours later, woke up. The end. Christmas was different this year. I didn't like it, but it happened. So, you know, it's all good. It's over. Came home and immediately started tearing stuff down and was like, I'm ready to just put Christmas up. Be done. So, that was that. Okay. And then I was like, I still haven't got things finished for, you know, all of my cross-stitch stuff for Christmas. So I wanted to get that done. So you guys saw the picture on Instagram where I finished Grandma's winter. And when I told Aunt Donna I was going to do this video today, I meant to grab that to show y'all. So I didn't. But with all of this going on, I'm not going to expose them next door. So I'm going to post a picture after the video with Grandma's response. I'm going to try not to cry. Took it into her, her face lit up. Bless her heart. She got sick with bronchitis like the day before Christmas, so she hasn't been feeling good either. And so we had a little moment, and that was beautiful. So I will post those pictures. That was pretty much that week. I did not stitch for 2 weeks. Christmas hit hard this year. I wanted it to be great, and it wasn't as perfect as I wanted, but it's okay. So last week was a long week at work. It was my Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So all the New Year's, you know, I was home New Year's Eve at about 6:30 by the time I got home. We had a few fireworks over in another neighborhood. It was further away. I don't know what happened to prevent the fireworks in my neighborhood, but I thank God for whatever happened. I don't know if it was because it had been raining and was cold. I don't know if somebody had said something, because it's quite possible. We live in a small town. We live in a town of 6,000 people. They call our population 8,000 because we have a prison of 2,000. We live in a small town. And I work in law enforcement. Sorry, my mouth is so dry and talking is hard. People know me, and they see my post, and I'm not shy about the fact that I don't like fireworks and, stuff, especially in a neighborhood, especially when it's illegal in our community. So, don't break the law. Whatever happened, if people were called, text, or if people were just being really kind, or they just really didn't want to go out and deal with the weather, I'm good with it. It was quiet New Year's night. So I stitched until, I don't know, it was probably about 11:30. I watched the entire program, up in New York, and it's amazing. I love music. Music is my thing. It's not everybody's taste. It was tasteful performances, nothing was just raunchy, and, it's rock music. It's not, and hip hop music. It's not, a gospel concert, but it was good. And so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the entertainment. It was just a really good program. So I watched, I don't know, however long I think it started at 9 our time until midnight. Watched the ball drop as I was going to sleep and set my alarm for 4:30. Yeah. So went to work with a bun on my head and a sweatshirt and jeans the next day, but it was all good. So everybody in my family is feeling bad this week. I know it's the weather change, so we didn't get to do all of the traditional, you know, we usually have a big meal and all kinds of stuff, and that didn't happen, unfortunately. So with, you know, my aging grandmother, who is our, you know, maternal everything, we want to take care of her, so we don't want to expose her to anything between the houses. So, you know, if I'm not feeling great, then I don't go over there. My aunt's been feeling crummy. She says she doesn't really feel bad. She's just got all this stocked up stuff. My uncle had it before her, so they were probably just, you know, sharing in that house, and we don't want to expose everybody else to that. Daddy's been hurting a lot, and I know that's the weather too. Mom, she hasn't been feeling just 100%. So it's just, you know, it's winter. Arkansas winter is not pretty, y'all. It's just not. You know, people make jokes about it. If you don't like the weather, stick around for 5 minutes, and that's the truth. We had 65 degrees. As a matter of fact, New Year's Eve night, I posted on my Facebook, hey guys, heads up, you know, we're watching the weather. The news is telling us, you know, and our weather people at our local station, not our local, but our area station, they're like, hey, we don't know what's fixing to happen, you know. We had some severe storms come through. Fortunately, we were okay. But when you're talking about, you know, severe thunderstorm watches and tornado watches on New Year's Eve night, it's Arkansas. It was 81 degrees just east of us on Christmas Day. I think it got 78 here. And it's Arkansas. That's all I can say about it. Anyway, so I think we're going to stick in the 30s, maybe low 40s this week, and there's no telling after that. You know, tornadoes in November, severe weather in December, and then this. So, yeah. For those of you who know about my social media stuff, the last time I went to therapy, I just randomly looked up at my therapist, and I was like, hey, I think I'm going to take myself off the grid for a couple of weeks. And he looked at me. He didn't confirm. He didn't deny. He just looked at me. And so I went out to his parking lot, and I deleted my apps off of my Instagram and Facebook as soon as I sent out a goodbye. And it was a peaceful couple of weeks on my phone. I am back, sort of. My phone will not allow me to download Facebook, which is probably a good thing. My Instagram, I am back. I'm not posting much, but I am following all of you guys who are following me, and we've, you know, interacted in the past. I just wanted to see your stitchy stuff. But I decided that my phone is not going to own me in 2022. So my sister got me a fantastic gift from one of the office places. I'm not sure if it was Office Depot or what, but it's just a little button, and it says no on the top, and you hit it, and there's like, I think 7 or 8 different phrases, different ways of saying no. So I love it. Took it to work with me. My officers play with it as well. They're like, as soon as dispatch calls us out, this is what we're going to answer. You know, they click on it. So it's super fun. But this year is the year of taking care of myself. So that's what I'm going to do. Obviously taking care of my family, but you know, I'm not out to impress or please or sacrifice myself for others. It's about me this year. It's time to take care of me. So got to get healthy, got to look better, feel better, all the stuff. So, okay. I have been talking almost 15 minutes about myself. So, I hope some of y'all fast forwarded that actually. Let's show you what Aunt Donna surprised me with. I guess it's been 2 weeks ago maybe now. So she sent me these pictures. I was out with Erica. She sent pictures of these. And Erica said, I gasped teared up and she said, "What?" Like she's thinking the worst. And this is what Aunt Donna sent me. It's going to reflect, sorry. This is the piece. I think I showed this right as I started Flosstube that I did for Uncle Gary. He's been a firefighter for years and years and years. He is actually my inspiration when I wanted to start firefighting. I can remember laying in the living room with my little cousin and my sister. We would have sleepovers, and he would have gone out and fought a fire in the middle of the night, and he would walk in, take off all of his boots and gear and stuff. I can't do it now, but back then I could smell it on him, and I was like, wow, he's such a hero. And I was just so impressed, and he's still my hero, but I was so impressed, and I was like, I don't know if I could do that. Of course, later I went to be a firefighter, and, you know, he was absolutely my hero then. The fire department still tells stories about when he was on the Newport Fire Department years ago, the crazy things that he would do to go in and take care of people. And I love him, and I'm so proud of him. So I was glad that we got to get that done. And then this was my aunt's. I got this done last year, 2021. This is one of the first pieces I started after everything happened. She asked me if I wanted to do it. I think it was, I don't remember which magazine it came from. I think it was a Just Cross Stitch 86 maybe, but I'm not sure. But anyways, it was a plate. There's a series of them because I got some magazines from somebody on Facebook Market, and I found another Santa Claus that's just as beautiful. But anyways, so Aunt Donna wanted me to get that done for her, and I absolutely loved it. I had the most fun with that thing. So many color changes. The back stitching was incredible. I'm not a great back stitcher, and so I would tell her, I was like, I'm so frustrated with this back stitching. She was like, you got this, don't worry about it, get it done. So I did, and I'm so happy I did. And then they got it framed by our local framer, who I will be taking Seeking Refuge to this week. I hope you guys have something to drink because it's a long show. Okay. And then I finished this the same day as I finished Winter, and I'm going to post Winter, like I said, at the end of the video. But y'all, look at that. This is Into All a Good Night, stitching with the Housewives. I did this on 14 count black Ada. I want you to be able to see the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of slide it, and I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. This material is Walmart material. I'm about certain it could be Hobby Lobby, but I really feel like it's Walmart. It was in the Christmas section, and I believe I got about half maybe. I may have gotten a whole yard. I'm not sure. This is the wall decor from Hobby Lobby that the housewives used for theirs. So if you buy the pattern, she has all of the instructions on there for how to finish it the way that she finished it. Of course, they used, I don't know if they used Chelsea's checks or Priscilla's plaids, but anyways, they used one of their materials. But I just got this. I love the blue. Of course, blue is my color, and so that's what I wanted to use for that. So excited. I got that finished. All right, put that down. Be very gentle. As far as other finishes, I don't have anything big. I did this the other day. Priscilla released this in her blog for Chelsea's birthday. It's such a cute little pattern. I wasn't particularly thrilled about the E and this part of the W being open when I saw it, but I think it's just perfect. So there's that. So I think I'm just going to put this in a little frame or maybe a square. I've got some blocks, so I might do that. But that's just beautiful. All right. I think that's it. Okay. Before I go into my whips, let me just tell you, there's a lot. So if you want to watch this in parts, that's fine. I'm not going to know any different. So you're not going to hurt my feelings. But I do want to tell you that there's a lot here. Oh yeah. Let me show you what my kiddos and my sister got me. So the kiddos got me 3 pieces of fabric because there's 3 of them. I've already used one of them, so it's not here. You'll see it later. These are Fiber on a Whim fat quarters. This is Caramel Macchiato. And these are available from Fat Quarter Shop. That's where they ordered from. And this is Cypress, Fiber on a Whim. I'm hoping that you guys can see that. And the other one was, I don't remember what it was. You'll see it later. My sister got me these ridiculously huge pieces of Ada. This is a 39 by 60, 18 count. And so it was amazing. I've already torn into these. And then she got me a 14 count. So I've already been cutting on them. I do know that I'm going to dye a piece navy for the Just Cross Stitch snowflakes design that's on the front. Funny story, I was watching somebody else's Flosstube and I was like, I have not seen my Just Cross Stitch magazine. Why have I not seen it? Apparently in all the mess of Christmas, just not paying attention to everything, I got the magazine and threw it into my library over here, where you see some other ones just thrown on top because I've got to file them, and never looked at it. First off, it's navy. Second off, it's snowflakes. It's January. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dye some fabric and get that started too, because I want to. All right. So my grandma and my aunts are going to stroke when they see all this, but this is going to be so fun. Let me tell you what I did. So last year, you guys know that I started my project sheets, and there's not even a number now. That's just how out of control things are. I wasn't using them because they're in a binder. So in part of my organization to get ready for the show and just to organize for 2022, I took all of the project sheets out and put them into the bags. I think I'm knocking the camera around. Sorry. So that when I pull out my project to work on it, I can start writing my times down, because I just wasn't keeping up with it. And I want to know how much time I spent on it. But you know, if I take these to work with me, or if I take them over to Aunt Donna's to watch a movie, or my parents to watch a movie, I don't take that notebook with me. So having the project sheets in the bags is going to make more sense. For those of you who are using the books and the days and all that kind of stuff, I'm proud of you. It's just not going to happen for me. So, I'm just going to start on this side and then go to this side, and we'll see where this goes. All right. So, this is Songs of the Season. This is a Prairie Schooler. And this is actually a mess up that I'm probably going to start over, but I do want to do them. Let me show you what happened. I did this at work for one thing. Problem number 1. So I started this at work, and when people are around me and I'm trying to count little bitty squares, especially on 28 count even weave, I get off. So I got off somewhere, not sure where, decided I was going to start over, and hung it up. I went to something I could count easily. All of those borders are tiny little squares, especially when you're counting on 28, and I needed to focus. So I actually want to do all 6 of these. I do know that I was trying to do O Come All Ye Faithful first, and then thought about Peace on Earth, and it doesn't need to happen at work. So that will be a home only project. So if you're just joining me and you're like, what the heck is she talking about doing stuff at work? I'm a dispatcher. And so, you know, sometimes working in a small community, there's just not a lot of traffic. And so I get to work, as long as I've got my other things done that I need to do, and I stay on top of that generally all the time, I get to work on my cross stitching. So, especially on my weekends, because I work 12-hour shifts, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can potentially have 24 hours of alone time with nobody bothering me if we don't have any traffic. So that's a lot of stitching. So that's what I do. All right, this next one is How Great Thou Art. It is a Stony Creek from December of 2005. It was in Stony Creek magazine, I'm pretty sure. Stony Creek Cross Stitch Collection. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. I actually sent this to one of my Instagram friends the other day. She wants to work on it for her mom. And this is a mom project. This is my mom's. And this is where I'm at. I'm almost done with the second verse. All of the third and fourth verses are done. The chorus is done. And then I just have the landscape. So I could get that done pretty fast. The verses really do go really fast. I did stitch them in two instead of doing one because I wanted the letters to stick out, because I felt like the verses are the prominent part of the picture, not the landscape. So that is stitched on 14 count Aida in oatmeal. This next piece is Christmas at Hawker & Hollow. Of course, this is a Carriage House sampler. It is stitched on 18 count Aida. And I'm sure you guys have seen this picture, but I'll go ahead and show you. There are 12 different pictures here, and they are 92 by 92 each. Y'all do the math. So when it's finished, this will be 15 and what does that say? 15 and 3/8 by 20 and a half. And I just started this. This was a New Year's Eve start. I am going to put all these back in the bag because organization is always a goal for me. It is not a strength. So I don't want to stop when I can start fresh. All right. Oh no, I didn't start this on, I started autumn. This was started, I think, December 1st. I'll have to go back on my Instagram, but that's where I've gotten to. I'm pretty sure this was a December 1st start. That was a pre-Christmas gift from my mom. They went on a Branson trip. She called and asked what I wanted. Gave her some ideas. She brought that to me. Alright. So, you guys are watching me do the whole... What is going on with my hair here? Watching me do the whole series for my grandma. That's what I'm going to post at the end. What she got was winter. This is spring. Still haven't gotten far on spring. I don't know why this one is such a problem for me. Like I can't get it. I'm going to get it. Grandma, I'm going to get it. Because she has to have it by March. This is summer. All those little fireworks, all of that white is not easy to see on that blue. And this is autumn. So those are all by Whispered by the Wind, which is Marie McDonald. And you guys have seen them so many times. I already know that you got the material memorized. All right, this is a new start from New Year's Eve. I did the NYE 12x12 with Becca and Pam. Becca Sambry Stitches, sorry, and Pam from Just Keep Stitching. So this is beautiful, and I love all of that blue, because you know blue is my thing. This is by Lois Winston, and it is in the Cross Stitcher magazine from December of 2001. I am doing this on 28 count white even weave. Look, just lost a piece of my thread. And that's where I've gotten so far. Not incredibly far, but that's an easy stitch, so hopefully I will find plenty of time this year to sit down and stitch it heavy and get it done for Christmas. That would be amazing. I love having the songs around, because music. And I know most carols, so I love to have anything about the music around me for Christmas. So like this year, starting in, I don't know, November, I started actually playing some of the songs on the piano just to practice and get them ready, and Christmas didn't happen at my house, so this is Flea Market Flowers. I really want to finish this. This is for my boss. She asked for it, and I told her, of course. And I just haven't finished it. I need to finish it. That may be something I do this week. I'm close. You want to see how close? I'm close. This is beautiful. I'm not finished. So I need to get that done. She already has a frame and everything. I think she's gonna self-frame it. I'm not sure she's ever been a stitcher, but she saw me working on it one day and she was like, that's beautiful. And I was like, do you want it? I didn't have any plans for it. So she's getting it. I wanted to have it done for Christmas and it didn't happen. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something I got from Back Quarter Shop in the process. This is the quarterly projects. So this is the beautiful project bag, and it holds an 8.5 by 11, which I was excited about because I wasn't sure if it would hold all my stuff. It just fits. It does have a square bottom, so it will sit up, but not square bottom, but you know, rectangle. So let me show you what all it came with while I'm in this bag. First off, look at the cute little needle minder. I'm just now starting to use needle minders, guys. I've never done it, but I do like them. This is a floss fairy wand. So it says remove stray floss with the wave of this wand. And it's like a, I call it one of those little bottle cleaners. It's just, you know, one of those little cleaners. And so that's gonna be handy because I'm steady picking stray floss off of my material. These are the called for DMCs. Then they sent these little thread bobbins, which I've never used, but they are cute. These are Lori Holt. So I don't know, maybe one day. I just like my bobbins. And then here's the pattern. So it's a little Rudolph. So when my son calls once, okay. When my son calls twice, I'm answering it. He called twice and he's working for my mom. So, okay, where was I? Oh dear. So this is actually the picture frame that I used for winter. And I got another picture frame that the plaid is a little bit thicker, like it's busier. Took the little piece out and it kind of ripped the paper, the fabric behind it, but I might be able to fix it so that I can put this guy on it. But look at this material. That's where I got it. I started in the middle. And working on his little eye. That is minty green opalescent, and it's just beautiful. So I was excited to get that, work on it. Obviously, that is not going to be something I'm going to just have to spend a lot of time on. It'll probably come out either Jolly July or just closer to Christmas. He's not going to take a lot of time. Alright, next up. This was a new start last night, just because I found some navy. I was looking for some blue material for that snowflake, and I had seen this pattern, and as soon as I saw the navy, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Because I had seen this pattern a while back and wanted to do it. Forgot that I had navy. I'm getting all of my threads out of the way. Hang on just a second. All right, there we go. So this is Santa's Visit. This is a Mike Vickery. Isn't it gorgeous? I love snow globes, and that is just beautiful. This is out of Crazy for Cross Stitch. This is January 2002. Looking forward to getting him done too. Again, doesn't have to be, you know, anytime soon, but this is where I got him. So that snow is actually kind of fun. Excuse me. That was done on 14 count New Navy Ada. The longer I talk, the worse my throat gets. So I might have to take another break. You guys won't know it, but you know, there's absolutely no reason for me not to have this one finished, except I just haven't done it. So I'm going to get this one finished. This is Thanksgiving Blessings. It's little, y'all. I don't know why I have not gotten this done. Not a clue. This is by Janelle Geese of Janelle Marie Designs. It is 54 wide by 55 high. Come on, somebody. Can somebody explain to me why I haven't gotten this done? I do not know. I'm going to finish it by Thanksgiving. This is Checklist by the Strawberry Bloom. I don't have a picture to show you. It's a cute little checklist. It says to-do list, dishes, and it's scratched out. Laundry, scratched out, says nope, and then it says keep tiny humans alive. So it is cute. I just gotta get it done. Where am I at? I don't even know where I'm at on this thing. Oh. That's it. So it's not a priority. It was when I started it. I was supposed to be model stitching it for somebody, and unfortunately we lost connection. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to reach out to her and see what she wants to do. I've never shown you guys this before. This is not a licensed project. It comes from a picture. A friend of mine asked me to do it for him, and this was started before the fire. The project bag was actually in my vehicle. That's the reason it was saved. And I thought that I had lost it. And then, because he asked me, he was like, is it gone? And I said, I think it is. Well, then I found it in my vehicle. So it's kind of sentimental special, but I definitely want him to have it. It's Erica's band director. We grew up together in band, and then he was my neighbor as a child. But I've gotten pretty far. I just need to finish him too. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, y'all know who would love this? Yes, you do. Laura would love this. That's a lot of work. It's definitely going to him, but yeah, she would love that. So I have nothing to show you guys because it is an unlicensed and just, it's a picture that I printed. I used one of those printing programs, you know, you put a picture in and it creates a picture or a pattern. But that is done on 14 count Black Ada. And he's huge. I don't know how many count he is either. Bloom by Housewives of Cross Stitch. I think I messed up on this one while I was on my little vacation with Kim. I think that's why it's not finished. Where did I just drop it? I have no idea. I didn't drop any on my whips. Oh, one of my projects slid down. That's what it was. But these are cute. I like these, so I need to just figure it out and get it finished. Just a cute little flower. It'll be pretty for spring, so I need to get that done. I'm going to put that in another stack. I need to work on you. This is Long May She Wave. This is the one that Grandma wants me to finish. Like, honey, why haven't you done it yet? She just likes the chuck. Getting there. The truck's done. I think I got off on my flag. I think that's where my frustration began with finishing it. Black is not horrible for me. It's not easy, but it's not horrible. But when I work on things at work, you're getting interrupted and people are coming in and out and talking, and I just get off one. I need to finish you too. I'm making my own little marching orders here. This is Boo to You by Jacqueline Fox, and I'm working on 14 count vintage blue Ada. This is what she's going to look like. Isn't it sweet? That moon is massive. It's massive. That's where I'm at. I ignorantly decided to outline the cat. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just done the cat and then done the moon around him. It is what it is. So I want to finish that one by Halloween because that is cute and I really like it. Aunt Donna told me, I think it was Aunt Donna, maybe Aunt Debbie, but I think it was Aunt Donna, told me at the end of last year, she's like, hey, how about stitching something for yourself? So Aunt Donna, all of these are from myself, except a couple of gifts. This is Peppermint Lane by It's So Emma. This was a stitch along. I failed. It was a start along. So, super cute. Those motifs are super easy. Don't ask me why I didn't work harder on it. I cannot give you an answer. This is 14 count Ada. At some point when I started this, I think I started it in November, at some point I got frustrated and I just decided I was going to do the border. That's where I got on the border. I was like, I'm going to finish something on this thing. So I worked on the border and still didn't finish it. I think my thought process was if I could get the border done, I could start on any of the motifs and not get bored. You need to be finished. This is Autumn Leaf by Rona Nori of Tangled Threads and Things. And I'm stitching it on 32 count Autumn Lugana by Be Stitch Me. Oops, upside down. And I haven't gotten far. But it is going to be pretty. at some point the last couple of months, I sat down and I looked at it, and I looked at Aunt Donna and I said, I don't think I'm doing 1/2. I think I'm doing 1/1. And she said, oh, that explains why it's so small. So I'm just going to keep pushing forward on it. It's a lot. That is a lot of counting, because it's all back stitching. This is Sleigh Ride. So many of you guys had a fit about this one. So I think this is going to be my 25th piece. I know some people are doing, you know, different days and whatever. And so I think I'm going to do the 13th or the 31st, or I may do both for Halloween, Freaky Friday, or just the Halloween 31st. And then I think I'm going to do the 25th for Christmas. Sorry, that just completely flashed in front of your face. And so I think I'm going to do Sleigh Ride to work on it. This comes from the 101 Cross Stitch Christmas Creation book. This is a Mike Vickery piece. This is a couple of Mike Vickery pieces now. And this is on 28 count white Monaco. Do I think I have the actual picture. Oh, I do. There's what it's going to look like. Isn't it gorgeous? And here's where I have gotten. Love the color. I love everything about it. So I just need to get it done. So yeah, lots of you have said that's a beautiful piece. So I know y'all are cheering me on. So I think I'm going to make that my 25th piece. Well, of course, my bag's not going to cooperate. So for those of you who are project bag people, y'all are like superheroes to me. I got on a project bag kick yesterday at work. Started looking and I was like, I need to buy thread before I need to buy a bag. Because I was doing, when I started last year, I was keeping a list of all of my projects with all of the threads that they had in them. And then I realized when I'm carrying projects to work with me, I'm not going to have all of those projects, so I'm not going to be able to steal threads from each other. I've never been one to have one skein for every project, you know, whatever it was. Like if 4 different projects needed 3810, I need to have 4 3810s. But I'm starting to see that I might need to do that because I have so many whips and they're all over the place. So this is Nativity Sampler by Tom and Felicia Williams. Super cute. This comes from one of the books actually, and I'm not sure which book. It's kind of sad that they tore out, but. And all I've done is some border. So this is not a I'm in a hurry to get this done piece. I don't know. I might get it done for next Christmas. We'll just see. What is that stitched on? That 32 Murano Car Ice from Hobby Lobby that I told y'all I didn't know anything about. That's what that's stitched on. It stitches nicely. I like it. This next piece is American Patriot by Dimensions. This is one that my sister got me because she didn't know what to get me. When she said, what do you need? And I said cross stitch. She went crazy and bought all kinds of beautiful stuff. She didn't know what she was ordering, of course, because she's not a stitcher. I was trying to get you a picture of it and I don't know where the actual cover went. Okay. Well, you can see where I got to anyway. So I've gotten part of the flag done. It's a Dimensions kit. You already know it's beautiful. I'm not sure where my cover went. But I'm not going to stress over that for the 4th, but I am going to put it in my stuff to work on for the 4th. Matter of fact, I'm going to make a July 4th date just to work on patriotics. This is Ironworks of New Orleans. And Donna gave me this to try. And I haven't honestly worked on it. She's working on some beautiful ones. It's black work. That's where I've gotten. I haven't even shown her. So I've got a lot of work to do on it. She knows block work is not necessarily my passion, but it was something that I wanted to try for sure. So there I am trying it. The interruptions keep coming. Okay. So you guys don't know it, but we just had an hour break. Alright, where was I? Okay, this is another unlicensed. This came from a picture, so I don't have anything to show you. But I do want to finish it. This is for my mom's assistant who lost her fur baby last year. And this is going to be a picture of him. That's a lot of one color. So his name was Brownie and he was a sweetie. He was, oh my goodness, I forget, something like 19 years old or something, which in doggy years is a lot. A whole lot. It was a corgi. So I'm gonna try to finish that. This is Bats in the Belfry. This is another gift from Aunt Donna that I need to finish. Doing it on 28 count even weave. This is by the Drawn Thread. Somebody else is doing this. Pam or Steph, or I don't remember who it was. I'm pretty far. Got the alphabet and the tree. So I just need to get him done. That may be another 13th or 31st. I am at the bottom of that box. This is a Happy Halloween by Nancy Doctor. This comes from the Halloween Revelry book, or Holiday Revelry book. This is the piece I was doing for my grandma that I need to finish. Just like a witch and a broom. And there's some apples that hang here, like for bobbing for apples. That's all. That pumpkin was massive. Yeah, I really need to get that finished. That's my you must finish thing. Okay. Next box. This is Quilt Number 1. This is also by the Strawberry Bloom. This is a pretty little piece. So it's just a bunch of quilt pattern that goes around this. This is not huge. Just cute. I wanted it for my kitchen. All the cute little strawberries around it. I don't really decorate with strawberries. I'm not really sure where my thought process was in that, but I still wanted to do it, so. Ooh, this is a big piece. This is Nottingham by Kathy Barrick. I started it on the 31st just so that I could have a start. I thought I was going to do no new starts 2020. I don't know. I don't feel like I need that kind of negativity in my life, but it's there. So, this is what I'm doing. Finally, a Farm Girl, Chrissy, is doing a stitch along, and I said I wanted to do it. So I instantly ordered the piece. I'm watching her. She's enabling me. I ordered the piece. I text her, hey, I just ordered a piece. And this material is super heavy. This is a 1/2 yard of casual in black. I've never stitched on casual, and it's heavy. So what I did was, I don't even remember what my thinking was. Oh, I didn't have all the colors with me because my silly self thought I was going to start this at work. So what I did was, this is the bottom left corner. I've never in my entire life started at the bottom left, but this is the bottom left. And so it's going to go like this. I stitched on this while watching the performances on New Year's Eve. I texted her and said, "Oh my goodness, Chrissy, this is so much." It's like, it's heavy. I don't know anything about casual, but it's gonna be fun. Lots of lighting needed. I almost feel like this video wasn't meant to be. 4th interruption. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to do this in the middle of the day instead of the middle of the night. If I do it in the middle of the night, you guys see me yawn. If I do it in the middle of the day, I mean, you know, I know regular people are working, but dispatchers work weird weekdays, so. What is this? Okay, this is Temperature Butterflies. I think I talked to y'all about this before, but I can't remember. I think I said I was going to do it. This is by Sarah Hughes, Stitching Mommy. This butterfly right here is going to look so different because I have so many different color temperature changes. All I've gotten done was the outline. I have to buy all of the threads tomorrow. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't. But I got some of the outline done. I thought for New Year's Eve, this was a New Year's Eve start, I was like, I'm gonna get all of the butterflies done. That was a lot of stitching. Just because it's the counting. It's not really a pattern that you can fall into because the wings, the veins on the wings, you know, they're in different directions and stuff. So I didn't push myself. I just, you know, get it done. So tomorrow I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby and then get all the things. So this next one is Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. This was my new start at Hawk Run Hollow. I did start this one on the 31st, and I started with Tom. Little Tom. I haven't touched him yet, just the border. I started the steps or whatever, the little dirt mountain that he's standing on. But that's where I got it. So if you don't remember, when Mom bought me the patterns, she bought all of the floss to go with it, which is such a blessing. So my Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow is in one box, and my Autumn is in another box. And so that's super fun. Instead of having them on rings or anything else, because there's so many colors. I don't know that I could have done rings. I do everything on bobbins. I have a mess of stacks over here. At least they're staying in stacks. Alright. Next up. Oh, so this is fun. Who was I watching? I don't remember if it was still, no, it wasn't Still Steady. Sunshine Stitchers or Black Raven Studio. I don't remember who it was. Somebody was talking about these. So there's a set of patterns by Beth Twist Heartstring Samplery that have a theme. This is Baby Got Backstitch. Or was it? I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Pam and Steph. Anyways, they have a whole inspiration page that talks about why she designed these, and it's from, I'm an 80s baby, so it's from the 80s and 90s with these hip-hoppy songs, and they're so fun. And so these are monochromatic pieces, and I'm doing this one on pewter Ada. This is as far as I've gotten. Let me get the thread out of the way so you can see where I've gotten to. This is 14 count. I love it. I'm doing this one in 321 bright red. And it's just gonna be fun. It's fun to see the whole pattern and just all the little pieces that go with it. It's just super fun. And I showed one of my officers is one of the girls that I was raised with. I mean, we went to school together. And so I showed her and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so fun, Melissa. And I was like, right. So the next one is Hoop There It Is. And I'm doing it on a 28 count even weave mystery color. I think it's antique white, but maybe, I don't know, something else. So there's that one. Look at all of that activity in that picture. And these are 117 by 117 stitches. So not horribly big. This is done in 433. And there's where I got on that. This was a December 31st. All three of these were start. So I got pretty far for an hour in that one. The other one that I just showed you, I feel like I had some calls going on or something during that hour. The disadvantages of trying to do new starts at work. And this is Whip It Good. If you watched my Instagram, you saw I threw a fit on this one. I'm trying it on 40 count even weave. This is Stonehenge Bobby Stitch Me. Oh my goodness. Get the needle out of the way here so you can actually see. I need to get a needle minder for this one. Look how tiny. That's the start. And this is the picture so you can see what you're looking for. I wanted to do it in different sizes because I want to have them all together. There we go. I think the lighting is adjusting for it. I want to have it together probably behind me. I got the little floss thing there, so, you know, put it above my cross stitch little display there. But that's so small. It's like, I don't know what I'm thinking. And I'm doing that with 915. Erica picked out the colors. I knew what material I wanted, and so I was like, help me pick out the floss colors. And so she did. She doesn't get involved with my cross stitch much. This is Pumpkin Patch from For the Love of Cross Stitch, September of '89 by Debbie Mum. And I'm stitching it on 14 count Pearwood Ada by Color and Cotton. So this is what I'm stitching. Isn't that cute? Who did that last year? Somebody did it and didn't like the cat. I think that cat's cute. He's staying. And that's as far as I got. Just put in a few stitches. Again, there was a color issue. So later today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and write my shopping list for my DMCs because I'm not sharing them this year. I tried, I failed. I'm going to move forward learning my lesson. So I want to have that done by Thanksgiving. Probably before. It's a fall piece. Okay, drum roll, please. You guys have seen this since day one. This is Red House Sampler by Brenda Keys. It is being stitched on 28 count Monaco in antique white. Show you the picture from the sampler company. This is for Aunt Donna. If you don't know the backstory, Aunt Donna said, I always wanted to do the sampler house, or the little red house, and I just don't see myself doing it. So one day I was watching somebody, randomly decided to log on, see if I could find it, found it, ordered it, and said, yes, I'm going to stitch that. Couldn't make it a surprise. Wanted to make it a surprise, but I also knew that she would want to watch the process, and she does. Tried to surprise her this week, but I knew that she would want to see where I was at on everything. So I worked hard Saturday and Sunday on this. This is where I've gotten. So to update you, I got the steps done. I got the topiaries done. Again, color issue. I didn't have the pot colors that I needed, so I'll get those done maybe even tonight. Started on this plant. Got that heart done. The ducks didn't have that color. Started on this plant. Finished the trees in the middle. And yeah, that. Oh, and this line up here. So kind of all over the place, but super happy with it. I really feel like I can get this done by spring. That would be a beautiful spring piece to hang. I don't know where she's gonna hang it. I don't know. I'm just happy that I'm able to do it for her. Like, it's emotional. Like, I told her, I texted her, I think it was last night. I was like, I was shaking, trying so hard to finish so much so fast just because I wanted to get it done for you. So I was excited about it. And then there's Quaker Christmas by Bygone Stitches. This was a stitch along, started with the proper stitcher. I'm doing it on 28 count linen. Here is the picture. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why, but there it is. There's so much going on this picture. So much. And this is where I've gotten. It's in such shambles. It needs iron, but I'm not going to iron it till the end. I don't iron a million times doing a project. I can't remember where I was the last time I showed that, but I have gotten a little bit more done. Let me just show you. For those of you who've never experienced that, this is how much is called for. It's a mess. So I stitch it slowly. I do stitch it in a hoop. I learned that. I cannot stitch that free-handed. The material's all over the place. It's very silky smooth and it just slides out of my fingers. So I do stitch it in a hoop. I keep it in a bag, a Hobby Lobby bag, because it's too much. I don't even fold the material. My grandma's throwing a fit right now. This is the Bats and Boos stitch along. It's a mystery stitch along from Fat Quarter Shop. I don't remember when I started this, but do I have a finished picture? I don't even think I have a finished picture. I don't. You guys have seen it though. I mean, it's been all over the place. I got tangled up in the white lace, and that's why I quit. It's beautiful. I just got so lost in it. So I was like, put it down, quit stressing over it, get back to your other projects. So this will probably be a slow piece. It's for me. It's not for anybody else. But I do want to finish it just because there aren't many pieces. There's been a couple, but there aren't many pieces that I just give in on. I like to finish them. So I actually have managed to lose one. I don't have a clue what happened to it. I remember it was on a big piece of 28 count even weave in white. It was beautiful, and I just don't know what happened to the piece. So that's unfortunate. This is Halloween Surprise by Nancy Doctor. This comes from the Holiday Reverie book. This is what it looks like. So cute. I am doing it on, oh, this is a mystery piece. It's definitely 28. And this is where I've gotten. Got his little overalls started. A good little start there. Don't ask me why I'm skipping around so much. I honestly can't tell you. Who knows? Sometimes my brain doesn't know where it's going. This is Harvest Sampler by Deborah Lambian from this same book. Let me show you a picture. Where's my picture of it? These books are so funny. Does it have a page number for the picture? This thing is chock full. If you've never looked at these books, chock full of patterns. Oh, there we go. Thanksgiving is where it was at. Okay. Let me hold this up without making a mess. So there is the picture, and here is the progress. I actually had high hopes of finishing this by Thanksgiving this year, and it just didn't happen. It's tedious. It's not hard. It's just a lot of counting. But it is beautiful. I can't wait to finish that one. At some point, my brain just shut off on some of these projects. Like I just forgot they existed. And then there was so much work going into all of the Christmas projects that I had. So this year, I've already told everybody I'm going to start stitching early and focus harder on my Christmas present projects. So, find the picture for the next one. Same book. This is called Santa and Angels. And this is just beautiful. It's so gorgeous. It's antique. I just dropped it. Isn't that pretty? So this one is by Sandy Orton. And I'm doing it on 28 count antique white Monaco. This is 150, I haven't been telling y'all this size, 150 by 103 stitches. So I haven't gotten far, but it's very pretty. That's just for me, it's not a gift. So maybe I can just focus on them in some this year. Not like I don't have any other patterns to work on. Okay, that's it. That's all of my whips. I have no idea how long this video is because I've had 4 interruptions now. So I'm gonna go piece everything together. Okay, so you guys, I want y'all to have a blast this first month of the new year. Enjoy it. Enjoy the peace and calm of winter. I know some people have gotten snow, and maybe you're, you know, snowed in and watching the movies and doing the cross stitches and enjoying the time. Some of you guys have gone back to work and school in your full force, and I hope that you're able to be productive and still be at peace and calm. If I have anything to say, because you guys know that I like to end with a quote or some kind of inspirational, I would say, similar to what I posted on my Instagram the other day, don't start 2022 by thinking back to the wrong that happened in 2021. Let's not start with a negative. Let's go into a new year with the positive thoughts and work hard to take care of ourselves, take care of each other, and have a happy 2022. So we have 12 new chapters of this book called 2022, 365 days of opportunity to make something good happen. So if I could tell you anything, if I could hope for anything, if I could plan for anything, it would be to make good things happen. I think this year I'm going to try to keep track. I do have a calendar. My Happy Planner is my lifeline. I use Happy Planner. You guys have seen last year's. I haven't. This year's is beautiful. It's blue. Anyways, and it's already filling up. But I think I'm going to try to record at least one good thing a day that happens. And then, you know, at the end of the year, I can go back and I'll say, oh yeah, remember when that happened? Oh yeah, remember when that? And I have 365 opportunities to have something good happen. So if it's the littlest thing, like I went to bed at 10 o'clock instead of, you know, midnight or whatever. Or like this weekend, I'm hoping to have dinner with a friend. And today I'm hoping to just be able to enjoy getting things organized. So, you know, try every day to make something good, make a note of something good. Something good is always available to happen. So, and I know bad days happen. I do. You know, the one thing I do reflect on, even in the worst, the worst of times, and I know that my experience is not, you know, the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody, but even in the worst times, I still remember the very, very good things that happen. And those are the things that I reflect on. I try not to go back to all of the stuff that happened that day, but then I try to remember the things. I mean, I'm blessed with a home. I'm living in a home that was gifted to me. I have people who surround me all the time now just to make sure that I'm okay, just because they know where I'm at. And my family is much closer since that day. We've been a close tight family, don't get me wrong, but we're so much more close. We've been drawn in together because out of tragedy comes good things. So history tells us that. Anyways, so that's my challenge for you. Find the good things that happen, write them down so that you can remember them 365 days later when you're looking back and saying, what happened today at this time? What good happened? So that's it. I love you guys. I'm so incredibly grateful for y'all. I think of you often. Many of you guys message me just to check in, and I'm grateful for that. I'm thankful for friendships that have come from Flosstube and for opportunities to grow because of our art. So hang in there, get all the sows done, get all the whips done, get all the new starts done, and let's have a fantastic year together. I love you. Happy stitching. Bye.